Hello, hello. If you have found your way to this reading, just trust that there is something in this reading that is meant for you. Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm the author of 3 Oracle card decks, one of which we are going to be using in our reading today. However, we are going to start off with my intuitive notes. So, the very first thing that was coming in was this feeling of being stuck in a role somehow. Um, being having gone through life, whether that's recently or over a longer period of years, and becoming a person that at that time you were meant to be, and now feeling like it's time to bust out from that and move into something new. And with this feeling of being stuck in a role, I have to say there was a lot of feeling of like routine. And I put mechanical or auto because it gave me this feeling of it was almost robotical. Like I get up, I get ready, go to work, come home, clean the house, watch TV, go to bed. I'm not saying that is your routine, but there's something very mechanical. And I felt like this is almost, it gave me the feeling of being in autopilot. Like there wasn't a lot of passion happening here or aliveness. It was just going through the motions, going through life. And there's something that needs to happen in this area. There's something about busting out of that area because I tried to draw it, it didn't turn out very well. But I was seeing an egg, and on this egg, it had this big crack coming along the egg. And I understood what they were trying to show me was this busting out of the role, like busting out of the routine, busting out of this little world that you have created and have been living in and being, it's almost like a rebirth sort of energy happening here, but busting out. And then the other thing that I saw along with this egg was a magnifying glass. And I'm like, okay, usually when I see this sort of thing, it is about taking a deeper look at ourselves, our actions, and I want to say actions or inactions, our routines. Like, what am I doing, really doing right now? And even though this may have been something that served you for a period of time in your past, I feel like it may not be serving you as much now. And then I saw the, again, I'm not an artist, so bear with me here. I was seeing an ant. And this is where I was like, what in the world? And immediately with that came the vision. There's a TV show called Big Bang. And Sheldon has an argument with the guys about how the ant is the most powerful warrior out there, out of all the creatures on earth, and for multiple reasons why. And I went, "Oh, okay, I get it. There is this feeling small in your life, like feeling like you're just the little worker ant doing your thing, doing your routine, and you're not important somehow. It's the feeling of not feeling not important in some way that's coming through with the ant symbol. But the thing is this ant is this mighty warrior. And that's why it brought me into this. I was, this is a division, and I feel like there are two utter complete sides to you. And this is about you coming back into your bigness. And I am an English speaking person, but the word evades me as to how to describe the energy of like coming into your bigness or even like stepping into your greatness. Maybe, you know what? I'm actually going to write that word down because that's a better word. Your greatness. There's something about that that is this, what this reading is about. And I felt like there was two complete sides to you. And it almost gave me the feeling of you know how they'll portray in movies, they'll portray this big bad biker dude and he's all big and buff with tattoos and everything. And then he goes to talk and he's like this soppy big teddy bear, but he looks ferocious. And like it gives me that feeling with you, but in the opposite, of you're feeling like you're small or maybe you're important, but maybe not that important when it comes to spirit and your role in this world. But in reality, you are this greatness that is waiting to show. And that's this duality, the two sides that was coming through with the split down the middle. And it's like you've been stuck in one side, and now it's kind of time to come into this balance of bringing both sides of you out, having it be born, if you want to put it that way. And I kept seeing small animals in children. And I saw it about 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, okay, what, spirit? What are you trying to show me? And it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, I get it. Okay. Small animals and children need care. And that's why I wrote who. Who is the one caring for you? Who is the one that is nurturing you and coddling you and encouraging you and supporting you? Who is the one doing that? Because I truly feel like this is about you stepping into the role as a carer, not for everyone else. Because I feel like you've got that role down pat, but it's time for you to be that person for you so that you can bust out of this shell and step into this greatness. And I kept seeing this question mark and feeling it. Like I knew that you're feeling it, this questioning. And like for me, when my inner questioner starts popping its head is when I'm meditating or when I'm falling asleep, like, and feeling like there is something more to me. Like, what is that? What is that something more? And I feel like that questioning has been happening, and it might be like trying to bubble up here, and then you're like, I don't have time. I'm busy with my routine in my life and doing these things, but then it's in you and it's calling to you. And this came through so strong. There is so much more to you. There is so much more to who you are and who you will be. I'm not going to say who you can be, like as in there's possibilities, but this is who you are and will be. And I feel like Spirit specifically brought you this reading for this reading, or for this reason, sorry, to really bring it home to you that there is more to you and that your greatness is here and it's calling in you and whispering in you. And this reading is about getting you going in that direction. Okay, so we're just going to stick the notes here, and I'm going to get out. This is my third deck, the Return of Spirit deck, and these are all fractal images on here. If you're new to the channel, special hello. Okay, and I'm just looking for the tingly one, and there we go. Oh, change of mind. How brilliant is that? That's the one right there. Birthing. Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. And this one right here. Union. Yes. Which that one is often a relationship card, but it can mean multiple things. Okay, hold on here. Sorry, guys. I know I'm taking a while, but I really have to take my time with the shuffling and choose the one that zings or, you know, tingles in my fingers, because that way I know it's the right one for our reading. Okay, so I need to talk about the gifted card coming out. Like, this is exactly what I was saying, that there is a greatness and there is so much more to you. And that's what that gifted card is talking about, because in this fractal, it looks like we could take each, this is a wrapped present, and we could take each side and just start opening up. It's almost like 3D. And this is saying that there is more inside of you, that there is this greatness that has yet to be accessed, that you've seen pieces and parts, but maybe not the whole of it yet, or that there's a next level to what you are doing right now that is more in alignment with soul, self, what you have to do. And that's why the birthing card has come out, because the birthing card is talking about a new project. This is entrepreneurial. This is a new something. And I have to say, for many of you, I would say that you have the feeling or idea of it, or maybe are even beginning it. And this is talking about you breaking free from this routine or past or whatever this is, and moving into this new project. Because in dreams, when we dream of a baby, it's usually something that we are giving birth to. And this is something that is all you and all yours. And with this card, the thing is that there's a particular time of gestation, right? Elephants are pregnant for however long, humans 9 months. And so this is saying, do not rush the process. Don't try to force things to move too quickly, to unfold too quickly, because you want your baby to stay in there and till it is fully ready to be born, so that you have a big, fat, healthy, juicy baby. You don't want a premature baby coming out of this, right? And so the other thing here is that change of mind. And I feel like this is directly addressing this stuck feeling that I'm talking about, or this being stuck in this mechanical role. And this is where it takes this really looking at yourself, your life, your actions, your choices about, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do with this free time? And what do I want to do moving forward? And that, I have to say, this isn't about you forcing yourself to change your mind. This is about, this change is coming in your mental mindscape, in your thought processes, that this is developing here on its own. And then we have the union card, which is really interesting to me. So I want to get out this is the Spirit Song deck. I want to get that out, because the union card often is talking about a new relationship coming up. It can be like a intimate, personal, romantic relationship is the word. But sometimes this is talking about a deep union or connection coming in, that can be with other people or with spirit. And I'm not sure what this is that they're talking about here, but there is something, like, one of the words I want to say with that card, with that union card, it's talking about a commitment, because when you come into union with someone or something, there's a commitment to be there. And so let's use the word commitment with that card right now. And okay, that's the one there. Oh, nice. We have the Three of Crystals, which is very much about community, connection, working in harmony with other people. The Page of Shells. Oh my goodness. Okay. That one there. Knight of Acorns. And oh, that's definitely for us. Beautiful. And we have the Justice card. So with the Three of Crystals coming out, the word on the card is productivity and collaboration. And I feel like that's what I was saying with that union card. Like with this card, it is talking about working in collaboration with other people. There's that teamwork kind of energy. So I feel like there's support for you in doing this entrepreneurial project, that the support will come in here. And I know even if you feel like, I don't have enough friends who could possibly help me, Spirit is kind of giving you the reassurance that the right people are going to come in at the right time. But with this card, along with being productive, this also talks about this learning process, that it's a learn as you go. It's not I know everything and now I can do this. This is, I begin the work in the process of doing it. And in that process, I learn the skills and tools and everything that you need. So you don't need to know everything right away. And I feel like that's Spirit's way of giving us this reassurance. And then we have the Page of Shells. And with this one is a very intuitive card, if you want to put it that way. There is a lot of inspiration. However, one of the big things that comes with this is communication. And oftentimes it's talking about like in written word. So this can be like text, phone calls, messages, things like that. But there is that the in writing that's coming in, and that can even be in contracts. So there could be some type of contract coming up with this, but it won't be for all of you. However, there is a lot of passion and an igniting of passion. And I feel like that's exactly what Spirit was showing me that needed to happen to bust out of that mechanical, robotic kind of feeling and just breaking free into this beautiful passion for life, living, and your gifts and this project. And the Knight of Acorns is also a passion kind of energy, but this has a more, I would say, this is more feminine. The crystals and shells, sorry, crystals is pentacles, shells is cups, acorns are wands. And so this one is much more masculine in it is, I see my target, I'm going for it. You have not just passion, but you have, like the word on here is action and drive. So you have that energy, your oomph to drive you, to carry you through. This is the wind is blowing in your sails. So there's a revitalization coming in here with this. It's almost like that defibrillator, Spirit saying, clunk this down on your chest and charge and push. And you are being brought back to life. You are being reanimated in a really beautiful way. However, I do feel that this element, I have to say, it keeps coming to me, so I need to stop. This connection of people and energy that's coming in here, this small children, this caring energy that I was talking about that's in here. I feel like there is that element of service in what this is that you're doing, and that it does serve your fellow human or even children and small animals. It really depends, because this is a group reading. It is going to be different for others, but I feel that whatever this does nurtures you as much as it nurtures other people in this way. And then we have the Justice card, which I absolutely love because we have the Change of Mind card here. This one is about becoming much more clear. That's why they have clarity, I guess, written on the card. But there's a change of perspective, but it's more like this: the mud settles and the water becomes crystal clear. And it really is this ability to see truth. And one of the biggest energies that come with that Justice card is a settling of the chaos. And it's like having a bunch of unruly children and getting them into order. It's an order of the court. Let's slam our um, gavel down, and everyone settles down, and there is this settling of the energy. So I feel like what that's talking about is there's this high energy. It's this action energy that's coming in here, and you may feel unsettled. I have to say this, I feel like you may feel unsettled for the first little bit moving through this. But once you actually get going, it's just to kickstart you and get you into motion. So be okay with feeling like maybe a little uncertain about what you're doing and having like, you know, it's not anxiety, but like that energy, like, when you feel like you've got to just get up and I've got to do something. My goodness, it's that kind of energy. But I want to get out because we have so much energy of other people coming through, I've got our astrology dice and I just want to see what is this kind of energy. Oh my goodness. So we have Aries, which is again that masculine, entrepreneurial, starting something new energy coming through. Wow. And we have the moon, which so fits with that caring and nurturing going on here. And I have to say that this is a drive and determination. And it is, along with starting new things, it's the energy of not being deterred. Like, if something comes up and normally it may stop you from moving forward. You're like, oh, I can't overcome that. Aries is that energy is like, forget that. I'm going that way no matter what. There is that, like, yeah, if you've dealt with an Aries, they're just going to do that. And so there is that coming through here. With the moon, that also brings in that energy, not just I feel that nurturing and caring that comes in, but the moon also represents working with the public. It represents intuition, and the family unit, the caring, the mother, if you want to put it that way. So I feel like this truly is going to nurture you and I really just want to say to believe in yourself and trust what is coming through here as to where to move forward because it is the right direction. You are going to move in the right direction. So I hope you found this reading helpful. And if you did, please sprinkle some love on the like button. It's just helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And as always, I love you. I cannot wait to see you again. Mwah. See you soon.